reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network. You're listening to LotRO Reporter on the MMO Reporter Network, brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter. And by Doghouse Systems. Choose your weapon at doghousesystems.com.
Welcome to LotRO Reporter episode 232. I'm your host, Carrie, and I'm joined this week, back from being ill and not being able to talk. It's Layanor. Hi, Layanor.
Hello, minions. How was last week, Carrie? Did you enjoy all the men?
Yeah, I did. There was an abundance of men on the show. The poor things got to listen to girly freakouts on the show, poor guys.
Oh,
Especially
poor
Ela, who just met me. It's like, wait, what? I'm going to stand in the corner now.
Dang it, Layanor, what did you do this time? Ah!
Pretty much.
Yeah. That was a Hobbit reference, by the way.
That was. Yep.
Unwillingly.
Yeah, well, we're glad your voice is back because it was just flat out gone last week.
Yeah, it was gone. It was really, really terrible. I couldn't really even talk for the three-mans. I couldn't even grunt for the three-mans. It was terrible because I would just keep coughing. And I still have the cough now, just like any other good cold that anybody has. So, but I feel fine. Everything's great. So
Awesome. So
glad to be back.
yes, and I take it because you were sick, you have had plenty of time to do stuff in game, right?
That's right. I actually left the moors.
No way.
Way. But I'll talk about it first.
Okay.
I am finally at 25%. I think it has taken me about 3 months to get 25%. It might be even longer than that. I'm not sure.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm just kind of guesstimating at this point. But to hit that 25% mark, I was really, really happy, and I ordered pizza.
Awesome.
Other than that, since I had some free time on my hands, I went over to West Rohan and just started doing deeds. I love doing deeds. Sorry, people. I really love doing deeds. I love more deeds more than the Moors and raiding. I really, really do.
Your nose is getting longer from the
And
lies.
no, it's
Really?
true.
Okay.
It's true. I know it's a big pain in the butt for everybody, but it's true. It was actually paining me for quite a while because I did not sit there and go through all of the deeds the first few days that the expansion came out.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of threw it off for the moment because of I think it was because of all the skill trees and getting used to the character and figuring things out. Plus, I was doing a lot of things for the network at that time too, editing videos and learning how to edit videos. So I just kind of pushed it aside. Now I'm back. Now I'm doing it all.
Oh.
There's even some areas in Forlaw that I have to finish up a little bit too. I think there's wolves, and there's something that's kind of thin out there that you have to travel around all over the place to kill. I think it's lynxes.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I didn't knock it out is because they're spread out all over the place. See, I like doing deeds.
You do if you're trying to go hunt down those poor rare lynxes.
Yeah, and when was that, last year? I think it was, yes, last year when the expansion came out. No, it wasn't. It was before the expansion came out. Moria was updated, and for some reason, they gave me 2 deeds in the middle of Moria that I don't know how to finish.
Oh, no.
And that sucks. If you guys haven't been in Moria, woo, You got a awesome pain in the butt to go through.
It's better. It's better than it was.
It's better than it was. It's a little bit more lit up too, so you can find things a little bit better.
Yeah, I was
But
not near
those
tears.
those those places that they put those dwarves are in weird spots though, and if you don't take the right goat, it doesn't take you to the right dwarf, and
That's where the mithril coins are so awesome. Uh, I love the mithril coins.
yeah, so I have to storm Moria one of these days and knock out those last deeds. I think it's like I'm missing 6 quests somewhere.
Uh,
Oh, it's driving me nuts.
oh yeah, I bet.
Okay, I'm done deed ranting.
Okay.
Um, I finished the epic book.
Yay!
Holy crap! You know, I didn't even finish you know this already. I didn't even finish the Helm's Deep book.
Right.
So I just went all the way through it, and it was kind of weird because the Helm's Deep book, if you avoid it and don't do it, and you just play all the content, like all the epic battles, big battles, and just go through all that and get gear and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
you don't have to do them in the epic book.
Nope.
You're done. You don't because you've done them already. You can go click on something and keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going on with the quest. The Gimli. We were going to defend caves. With Gimli, and Gimli says this is going to be the biggest battle ever, and prepare for death. And in the same sentence, he was like, "Well, that was a big battle. It was a good thing we survived that." I was like, "Sure, awesome."
Exactly.
So that was entertaining, and then I went through the rest of the book after that, or chapter or volumes or whatever, the Fangorn stuff that just recently came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to do Ent play.
Wasn't it kind of cool?
It was kind of cool, but it was kind of dumb too.
Yeah.
Don't hit spacebar.
I haven't tried to hit spacebar on that.
Don't hit spacebar.
What happens if you hit spacebar?
You get the silliest looking jump ever.
I didn't actually try to jump as an ent. I really didn't.
It should be disabled.
Okay. That I did not try to do. Jumping as an ent was not on the list of things to do. I was having hard enough time targeting stuff correctly because it was so much far below me because I was so tall that I couldn't quite find the orcs.
Other than that, yes, it was very entertaining.
Yeah, I
Liked it a lot.
Yeah. So, what did you think about the phasing that they used for Helm's Deep to show the different times of the day and the changes to the landscape?
The phasing? Do you mean after the big battles happen and
You go and it's like, okay, you go talk to the dude and he says, well, click on this, and then you click on that and suddenly it's like midnight. And you're going and you're doing some quests there. It's Helm's Deep at midnight. The fires are burning, the walls blown up. You're running around, and
yeah,
then
that kind of confused me because he says in the beginning he says, tell me how the battle's going to go, and then you click on the thing and then it's boom midnight and it's like the guy's hunched over like, oh, this is terrible. Well, what's okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Phasing wise, I don't know. I just kept pushing through. I didn't really notice.
Okay.
It didn't phase me.
Bump.
Be here all week.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of neat that you could that was one neat way to change the world around you depending on what you were doing. And I think you had to be in the dawn phase to start the epic book, right? You probably just went right into the new epic book.
I just went right in.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
I clicked a bunch of stuff. I got confused at the end because there was like multiple people that you could click on, but one of them was Dawn or something like that, and I had to click on the right one or some bucket or map or something.
Yeah, click on the bucket or the tapestry or something.
Right.
Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to click the right one. You got to pay attention and figure out which one you need to do. I got confused at the end, but it was cool. It felt like the battle. I felt it was kind of unfortunate that I didn't go through the epic battles.
Well,
That I skipped, past all of those. Otherwise, it would have felt much more grander. When I talked to Yan, Yan went through, front to end, doing all of the battles and doing it with the story and everything, and he was just completely impressed. He said, "Turbine got it right.
mhm.
This is epically awesome." And when I went through it, I just felt kind of jaded.
Yeah. Well, you did have the choice of going to the epic battle and run the epic battles. So I had done about half of them before I
Hmm.
ran the book, and then half of them during the book. And I did like the part where I ran them during the book a lot more
Hmm.
than oh, let's skip and go forward. It's like, oh, great, I'm going to get this done. But that epic book with Fangorn they gave us for free was probably 30 minutes worth of content.
Hmm. So after I ended up doing all of that, I
Hmm.
decided, well, I still have to do Reputation
Oh,
over in wherever that place is.
Rohan.
Um, the task board, Alberg.
Adelberg, yeah.
Yeah. They have two different reputations there, and I already had the other one long done, but the Helmiglas gas, Helmigas.
Hemlings, I think it is.
Oh, we're gonna get email.
Yeah.
Um, that was never finished, so I finally got a bunch of task items. Just got them off the auction hall and just knocked it out. I
Okay.
was like, yes, finally done. So I got that done, and then I did the unthinkable. I started working on my war steed. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
I thought I'd try and make it useful.
And
There's a noticeable difference when you upgrade a lot of the things on the war steed.
okay, good.
It's not huge. I would rather just get down and hit things with my first age and kill them much quicker.
Hmm.
Excuse me. But there is a noticeable difference if you work your bridle up and fill it with the correct relics that you need and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, it was kind of fun, and I really liked playing with the system in the first place.
That's cool.
So it was kind of nice to go back and go through that. And I pretty much have my first agers, my weapons, where I want them. I don't have them all maxed out, in the tiers of each legacy. I think my javelin's not doing max damage yet, but every legacy that I want is on,
Oh, good.
and all of the ones that are very important to the way that I play
Hmm.
are all maxed out.
Congrats. That's cool.
So that's great. You get all that done, and your character feels the way that it should, and I like that.
That's good.
Okay, so what have you been doing?
I've been working on my crappy allies. I did pick up a couple of second agers in the auction house, some weapons. So I've been messing with combining relics. We really need a combine all button for that.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm really hoping that they do is they take all of the legendary item experience token things.
Hmm.
I don't know what they're called. They look like aspirin.
Yeah.
Um, it- they take they somehow make it so you either get an empty one or you're just able to just merge a bunch into one big one that will just max out any legendary weapon. Because I have at least 30 slots in my shared storage of all of them dang things.
Yeah, I know. I've got 15. I just cleared out a bunch trying to level up those two allies.
And they're bound. I can't even get rid of, I can't sell them. I can't put them on the auction hall. I can't do anything with them.
Yep.
But if I want a bunch of relics, then I just go get a bunch of stuff, legendary items off the auction hall, equip them all, use all of those aspirin on them, max them all out, break them, get relics, and then go back to the auction hall and get more again, do it again, do it
Hmm.
again, do it again. And to even do that, that takes a long, long time.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've got what is the experience? They've got anywhere from 1,000 legendary XP to whatever the thing is that you just broke.
Right.
It's a pain. And I also did some lobby leveling. I've got one.
What?
Yeah,
Lobby leveling on this show?
there is. I have a. Yep. Well, the one on not Brandy, one on Crick Hollow I have to do because she's the one that makes money to pay for my house. And then the one on Landreval, I'm leveling on a Cappy a Champ just to level it.
Hmm.
And I should be getting pretty close on one of these guys to go into North Downs and see what the changes look like fairly soon.
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done.
Yeah, I would love to go through there. I might just take a ride through there. Misty Mountains, I know that they revamped it or, updated it,
Uh-huh.
but
Eh.
yeah, Trollshaws was the big one.
Yep.
So I'm pretty curious on going through there.
Yep, so I'm going to be leveling and doing North Downs, the Troshaws, and then Misty's just to see what they've done. Eventually, It's going to be a while, guys. So that's what I've been doing in game. And in news, the Bullroarer client installer is now available.
Why?
Because everybody should have a chance to check out the changes, not just the people who knew the secret and had done it before.
Well, there's changes. Like, is there, like a updated client right now to be tested, or
I don't think so.
why?
I don't know when 14's coming out, Layanor.
Okay.
The client is for PC only. They are working. Sorry, Mac folks, we're working on it one step at a time. From what I've seen on Twitter, I think the Mac folks would be happy just to have a Mac client that worked.
Mm-hmm. There was a event that I think Sapiens took his Hobbit to Isengard on Bullroarer one time, but unfortunately the client was not out, so whoever had Bullroarer could run it, but whoever didn't wouldn't be able to.
Yep.
If you guys want to possibly, get into something like this and the client might be down later on, get it right now.
Yep. Right, because right before the Bullroarer run, Pando went crazy and got hacked or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
So
that's
they
right.
pulled this, so they didn't have any way to let you download it.
Mm-hmm.
They are using the Akimi Net session. So, but it's like Pando. Once you download it, once you get the client downloaded, as long as you don't delete it and need to do a fresh install, you can delete that Akimi Net session. You can delete that program and not worry about it.
Mm-hmm. In other news,
Y'all.
Update 13.1 release notes came out along with the patch.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fortunate that they both came out at the same time.
Yeah, that's good.
So there was a couple things, a couple of new things that they added. Thankfully, they have added the inventory sort button, which was something a lot of people wanted because they have been using the Huge Bag plugin for a year, 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So that has been updated, and you can now sort everything that is in your bag. I don't think that there is any way to set up how they are sorted. I think it's kind of like a predetermined sort.
Yeah, or you can continue to use Sort Pack and sort it however you'd like to sort it.
Yes. They also added in something new, other new things. Autofellow. And Autofellow is pretty interesting. You should be able to flag yourself as somebody who wants to be autofellowed, and you get autofellowed with other people that are in the area or just with friends?
Just with friends. So how it works is you can right-click somebody on your friends list, and you mark them as autofellow, and if they mark you as autofellow back, when one of you logs in, if the other is eligible to fellow, it'll automatically put you in a fellowship together.
Oh.
You can only be in one fellowship, so if you're already in a fellow, it's not going to autofellow you, so you can't like autofellow 9 people or something. And there are a limited number of people that you can autofellow with.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Somebody was mentioning that it's kind of like It's kind of like they're trying to copy or just bring in some other technology or another feature from the game Rift, where when you all get in, you're all near a rift. You can all just gang up and get into one group without even clicking on anything. It's a little bit like that, but not the same.
Yeah.
You have to get flagged. You have to flag yourself, and your friends have to flag themselves in that. So that is pretty cool. It's really nice when you log in and your friend pops up and there he is.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's cool, unless you're mad at your friend that day and then it's over. But
Then yeah, take your flag off.
yeah, or unflag your friend. Now, this next item, the automatically add task to the quest tracker. I thought we already had that button. Am I misunderstanding what that button was?
Automatically add tasks to quest tracker control. I just did a bunch of tasks, so whenever I take a quest, it goes into my quest tracker. So what's this thing?
It adds the tasks to the quest tracker, but I thought there was already a button previously that added tasks to the quest tracker. And we're not recording live tonight, so the chat room cannot tell me what I'm missing. Because I have had it happen where I had a bar full of quests that weren't locked, and as I completed tasks, or they moved the quests off my quest tracker onto, and then task would show up. And I thought there was a button that would said automatic. No, it's deeds. Deeds automatically add deeds.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you can stop it from adding the tasks now, which would be nice.
Oh.
That's what this is. So you can click the off button or the false button, and it will not add those to your quest tracker and clear out all the quests you were tracking.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
A couple other things. Champions. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's like, hello, welcome to your new class.
Yeah, welcome to your new class. Yeah, it's probably not as drastic as that, but the changes that the updates and some of the fine polish that they did on some of the skills, I mean, holy cow, there's a whole huge list of this. This pretty much taken up like half the patch notes.
And they're the only ones that got any changes. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Yeah, because I looked for wardens right away.
Yeah. I know people who played level cap champs complained that there were some things that were broken.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't work, and that made champs really not fun to play. So apparently they've been listened to, and they're hopefully fixed.
And they also made some changes that were near the walls of Isengard, intended to make the breaking of Isengard less literal. So did you just like walk by and get killed by rocks?
I don't know.
That would be awesome.
Or
I would take so many lobies there.
Or you'd like run in and get stuck or something, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's fixed.
Yay!
Yay!
We had several taking the hobbits to Isengard questions and answers, so I pulled the cool stuff. Somebody translated for us from German and French, or however the translation worked. But thank you again for putting these up. They had asked Rowan about Bjornings, and is there anything they can tell us? And
They're bears.
They're bear people, yes. I guess the player councils are doing research and pointing out. Who knows what they're pointing out?
He's a wrestler.
Yes.
He is. He's a big burly man. He goes, "Rawr!
Yeah.
I'm coming for you." He runs at you and he turns to a bear and he's like, "Brawr!" That's it. I can't really. They were talking about him being that class being a caster class. It's just really, really strange. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't understand. We will see. But the Bjorn in the Hobbit movie is not the Bjorn I envisioned from any book that mentioned Bjornings.
No,
at all.
It's cool he's there. I thought the scene was a little bit weird. I think they just really needed to introduce him.
Yeah, and then he'll be cool later in the battle.
Was it. Yeah, so he's going to be running around being all cool. In the books, though, they did say that he comes in with a bunch of his kind.
Mm-hmm.
and they help out the battle. And in the movie, he already says that he's the last of his kind.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what they've done. They
Right.
do. Um, though one thing Rowan said he could say that he's alluded to in the producer's letter is this is a mix of race and class. So this is one of those that it's not like you pick man and then pick Bjorning, I don't think. I think it's going to pick Bjorning, and that's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no idea if it's going to be male and female Bjornings or not. We don't know yet.
Probably.
I'd hope so.
I would hope so. I want to see some bear chicks.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So they are also thinking about.
I barely got out of that one.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Yeah, no later.
There's gonna be a lot of jokes. A lot of jokes.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. They are thinking about starting them at an advanced level such as 50. What do you think of that?
That's kind of nice. That almost reminds me of World of Warcraft Death Knights.
Death Knights, yep. That makes that's interesting. So they asked.
I know why. That's because I would assume that they don't want to do a starter zone.
Well, later on, Ron says it's kind of what they're thinking about starting with the 50 because Bjorning Homeland is kind of between Dale and the Misty Mountains.
Yeah,
So
that's
the
kind of far up there,
Misties
so it's
seem
going
like
to be high level stuff.
Yeah, so it seems like the Misties would be up somewhere near the Misties would be a reasonable starting zone for them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's
Makes
cool.
sense.
Yep. Somebody asked if mail in the wild will ever become something available in the store. And the answer that makes my VIP heart very happy was it was developed especially as a VIP perk, so he highly doubts it.
Okay.
All right, Layanor. I want to know if you've ever seen the LotRO jail that has been confirmed to exist.
Nope.
Nope.
Don't know how I avoided that.
I saw a video on YouTube once. It is an actual jail cell. You cannot get out of it. There are no maps, no ports, no summons. If you log out, you log back in, you're still there, unless till they decide to let you out. And it is an actual, looks like a Bree jail with no doors. There's a YouTube video I've seen.
I think I know you can drink from one of the kegs and end up in jail, but I don't know if it's that jail.
No, I don't think it's that jail. You can drink from one of the kegs and end up in the secret Moria, in the 21st, the secret bar in the 21st hall, and I haven't managed to land there yet. I land in weird places in Moria.
There's a secret bar?
Yeah, the top of the 21st hall. If you look way up in the top, you can see it. But you can
Really?
the only way to get there is to drink from the Moria keg.
I'm logging in.
I have ended up on top of goat statues that I didn't know existed in Moria. Out in the snow by Floyd and DeWitt.
Mm-hmm.
Where else? Someplace that was like very lava-y. I think it was the Red Horn Lode or someplace. But yeah, there is a pub in the 21st hall that you can only get to by drinking from the Moria keg.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to get there.
Yep.
That's gonna take a lot of time.
Yep. Let's see. They say that they're going to be getting more pets.
I hope they ain't trees.
No, it doesn't sound like they're going to be trees. There was a whole discussion about if they could find lore appropriate reasons for ferrets, they'd do a ferret. But they needed chapter and verse from the trilogy and the appendices that ferrets existed in Middle Earth.
Oh yeah, that would come in question. Deer, get deer.
There's deer, there's squirrels, there's rabbits, there's snakes. I mean, there's all the cosmetic pets that the lore masters can get that they.
Right. But yeah, there's other, animals and stuff that you can get. Excuse me, that are in the world already.
Monty Python.
I want an Anvank.
Huh?
They look like like
lizard.
crocodiles.
The
I want
thing
one
that
of
they would
those.
turn loose in Bree with the envelope quest. That one.
Yes, and I totally never did that 5 times.
You're a bad, bad man.
It's so easy.
I know. The only reason I wouldn't do it is because some poor guy would be like level 19 and a half a level away from getting like the I didn't die deed, and this Advank would come running through town and just take him out.
Oh, yeah.
That would be mean.
When it first came out, and they were saying that that was a glitch, and the people were just kind of letting them loose. I put them in much more creative ways in areas.
Okay.
Never Lobby.
Okay. I mean, it's one thing to run around
It's
the
more like
corner.
people's houses and stuff. I would let them go.
Okay, yeah, but it's one thing to run around the corner in, I don't know, Snowburn, and there it is in the middle of the town. At least you're kind of supposed to be the level to deal with it. It's
Hmm.
another thing to like run into Mickle Delving and there's one sitting there.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, totally understand that. But yeah, them things were great practical jokes. I would spend turbine points to get them.
Okay.
Just for people's houses, so I could just pop them in their house.
That would be pretty cool.
Awesome. Welcome home. Ah.
Sapiens asked. At least it's not. Yeah. Sapiens asked global chat to Rowan global chat channels, yay or nay, and the answer is yes. He believes for update 14. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay. I can chat and chat.
Okay, I don't turn that chat on because it's a scary, nasty place to be a lot of the time.
Yeah, a lot of the riffraff hanging there.
Yeah.
It's like Tatooine, the scum of the planet.
Gretchen Hyde is coming villainy.
Yep, there you go.
All right, Layanor, do you have a did you know for us this week?
Yes, I do have a very, very interesting did you know. I kind of hinted to the minions on Twitter that I had something a little bit special going on. And I have a interview with a player council member that used to be on the original Players Council, and because of the NDA that has lifted off of them, he could talk about pretty much everything. So the interview is going to be up maybe this weekend or early next week. But look forward to that because we talked about quite a few interesting things. Okay. I got his initial reactions, actually the council's initial reactions of the skill trees when they hit last year. I got the I lost where I was reading.
What they changed in game, their ideas that were what the ideas they brought that made changes.
Yes, and we even touched on some of the ideas of bringing creeps into other areas in the game that the devs have been talking about. So it is a very cool and interesting interview.
Okay, so it's too long to stick in the show, so it's going to be a separate program. Yeah. Are you good there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I said yes.
Okay. I didn't hear the yes. Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And that was Did You Know?
Cool.
So we did 3-mans.
Well, 2 men and a woman, but anyway, yeah.
I am no man. This is so off topic. When she says "I am no man," does it mean that an elf could have just stabbed him too and killed him, or a hobbit?
Yeah, I think that.
Dwarf.
Yeah. It was one of those. It was left open to pretty wide interpretation of. Yeah.
Sorry, women.
But I mean, honestly, a hobbit did help. I mean, if not for the ankle stabbing, she would have died. So I mean, it took them both to take him down, and neither one of them were men.
Yep. 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 Okay. So back on topic.
We did North Cotton Farms,
Yes.
which was Rogue's first time up through there.
And we did the burrows through oh geez.
It's book one. The it's in the
We have thoroughly researched this.
yes, we did thoroughly research. It's part of
Lone Lands?
the Red Maid line, so it's
Yes.
the Lowlands. Yes.
Yes. Okay, there we go. Jar our memories. So we did North Cotton Farms first because we knew that that would be the slower and harder one because the other one is a level 35 or something like
32.
that.
Yeah, it's like
32. So we went through North Cotton Farms and it's changed. If anybody hasn't been in there in about, I think it's been about a year now.
yeah.
If you're coming back to the game or just haven't run that, in the longest time because it's old, um, they changed it. They changed the boss fight that's at the end. They made it so he's not, well, you fight him at the end, and then he reappears in the center where the cauldron fight was, and then you fight him at the cauldron and beat him there. It's a little strange. I don't understand exactly why they did it that way. I guess because the cauldron fight's a little bit tougher.
Yeah, I don't know, but they did switch the two fights basically. It's in the same places, so you have to run past to get to the one guy and then back down to the gut. And actually, if you run out the door for where the final boss used to be, it'll take you right to the cauldron fight.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It used to be the exit to the instance, but no, it takes you right to the cauldron fight now. So we did that, and I don't know what did you think about that instance?
I like that instance. I think it's fun to run. It's pretty linear. There's some interesting boss mechanics. Are you liking the Hobbit slapping button they gave you?
Yes,
That was pretty cool.
I
Uh,
was really happy that everybody got them too,
mhm, yeah,
so we can all share in the fun.
yes.
Hmm.
Those hobbits are fast. I usually don't have hobbit slapping duty.
Yeah, if they appear in the closer house, um, they can slip the corner of your eye and get past you. If they appear at the further houses, then you kind of expect hobbits coming.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, if they come from that first one, right where the bucket of water is, it throws me off. I'm not ready for them to come from there.
Yeah, but I do like it. There's a lot of green goo though in that particular instance.
Or like Rog says, why is everything green?
It's like 'cause we're supposed to be all poisoned and stuff.
I like it.
Yeah,
I've always liked North Cotton Farms.
yeah, it was fun. The spider's exactly the same. The pies are still on the other side of the spider, and
Hmm.
Rourke didn't want to try. I don't know. He said he was on a diet.
He's got to watch his figure. He's on stage.
Yeah, well, he's clearly no hobbit.
Clearly no hobbit.
Yeah,
So the other one that we went through was the Barrows,
yeah,
which is what we talked about and where it was.
yeah. That's actually pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool to do on level. I like that everybody got a different quest that they had to do when they went in.
Hmm.
I had those tree-looking animals, whatever those things are. You the
Bog
bog
lurkers.
lurkers. You had
I
the
had
darks.
darkers.
Yeah, and then Rourke had to find stuff.
He had to find burial places.
So that was kind of cool that not everybody got the exact same thing to do.
Yeah, it is a older instance, so there's only one boss in there, and even on level, um, you kind of just go through it and get done. Um,
I do like the popping up trees. That's pretty cool though.
yeah, the trees are bent over, and when you get close to them, they kind of pop open and reveal where you need to go.
Hmm.
And I think the design of the whole place is just very cool. When you get to one of those places and the trees open up, you just kind of like peek in, like, whoa, what's over here? And you start seeing all of these ruins and stuff in just blood red water all over the place. It is so cool looking.
Yeah, I've said several times, Turbine does ruins excellently.
Hmm.
They've got some absolutely gorgeous ruins that just the Hootbolt ones, the dailies. there were a couple of those where they sent you number one to the dwarf ruin, which I really didn't like running around, but the ruin itself was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another one that you didn't get nearly as often. It was like a library or something.
Mm-hmm.
And those were really cool too. So Turbine does old creaky ruins pretty well.
Yes, they do.
All right, time for votes. Rorg votes North Cotton Farms because it had more interesting mechanics than the Barrow.
Yeah. By far, North Cotton Farms has a lot more things going on in it. There's 3 boss fights.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little strange to see so many weird things going on in the Shire.
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
It's like pure chaos is just opened up all over the place. It's very weird. I like it though. Whenever hobbits get attacked, I like that.
Mm-hmm. No, that's mean. So what did you think?
About what? North Cotton Farms?
Or which one do you vote for?
Oh, I'm going with the Barrow.
Oh, okay.
I like the mechanics in North Cotton Farms. Just like, what I mentioned earlier, there's 3 boss fights, there's hobbits, going all crazy. But I really, really, really love the direction that they did with the Barrows. The quests are interesting. You go out and you come back in again, you get a different quest. You could probably do, all 3 of them if you really wanted to. But if that was on level,
that would be fun.
And there was cool gear and stuff to go through that, and maybe even a lock to go through it like every day or something like that, I'd really like going through that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with it being kind of quick too.
Yeah.
I really, really like it. I like the colors. I like the way it's designed. I like the if you do come in, quests are a bit random. And there's one boss fight, and there's a little bit of teamwork with the boss because if you kill any of the beehives, then you lose the challenge. So you gotta tell your champ, "Hey, chill."
Yeah. It's one thing. Use your frying pan.
Yeah. I have to go with that. I've always liked that instance, and it's very different and very cool looking than a lot of the other instances.
Yeah. Both of them have good points.
The Barrows.
I'm gonna have to go with North Cotton Farms because it's scalable. If the Barrow were scalable, I would vote for that one. But since it's not, people can get a lot more mileage out of North Cotton Farms. You can run it anywhere from 65 to 95 and still have fun and get stuff. Speaking of getting stuff, how many pairs of pants did you end up with?
More than I care to talk about.
I think the game has heard about your pants problem, decided to give you pants as a gift.
I think Sapiens has been watching or listening to the show and saying he must have pants.
Yeah, you got some pretty epically ugly pants too. I was looking at that. That's the purple on the outside and white on the inside.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible. So, North Cotton Farms wins this one.
Yeah, North Cotton Farms. And next week we are doing, he made a... Okay, so I think we're starting... We're working on the bracket. I think we might be doing... I don't know what we're going to do. We'll have to pick. Probably School and Webs. I vote for School and Webs.
School and Webs. Mm-hmm. Webs of Scuttledale?
Yep, School and Webs of the Scuttledale. Yep.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, we should probably get that one over with.
Yeah, that one's that bad, is it? That bad.
Don't worry, you're with Layanor. Everything's fine.
You scare me to death, dude. All right, guys. So here, healer, job, keep everybody alive. What does the tank do? He runs through...
Overpull everything.
And picks up everything. Absolutely everything.
And does it well.
Yes, yes, okay. Still scares me.
I go and I tank and I pick up everything, and somehow the mini dies.
Yeah, somehow the mini...
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I ran away when the guy said come closer. is what I think what happened.
Something like that.
Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, we had one death. It was me. And it was in the level 95 instance, not the level 32 instance.
That would be funny.
That would be really... I could probably do it. We have one community event. Weatherstock is coming. Yes, it will be June 14th. Watch for announcements. Yeah. For those who may have just joined us, Weatherstock is an annual music festival that is put on the Land Revolve server, usually mid-June. Thankfully, we have no music bug this year, because we had to push it back to mid-July last year, where we have an all-day music festival with 10 bands. It's a battle of the bands, 10 bands on top of Weathertop. The lag is epic. The music is epic, and it's a whole lot of fun, and I've already blocked out 6 hours on the network for streaming, so we will have it streaming if your computer can't take it.
Yes. Awesome.
So
Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited. I told Chris, he says, okay. Yeah, if he can't stream it, I will. But if he can stream it, I will do what I normally do, which is usually be in the between sets band to play. Which is
I would love to get Chris back for that.
Yeah, which is really, really super fun.
Oh, maybe we can get Bill too.
We can try to get Bill. Yeah, Bill and Chris on the stream for a while. That would be absolutely epic. Yes. Yes. And now, if you'd like to contact us, you can email us at lotro.reporter@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter at LotRO Reporter. You can check us out on Facebook. Just search for LotRO Reporter. You can leave us a voicemail at 616-666-6778, or you can use the widget on the right-hand side of the screen when you visit the site. And our site, as always, is www.lotroreporter.com. Check us out on YouTube. Layanor has ideas, and they'll be up there one of these days.
Oh, yeah.
At www.youtube.com/user/MMO Reporter Network. You can also follow us at twitch.tv/MMO Reporter. If I'm bored, Layanor says I'm allowed to stream Hello Kitty online.
Yes.
Never gonna happen, folks. But I might. I have been trying to stream some playing, which turns into mostly me standing and looking at vistas and LotRO while I look at the show notes and talk to people. But I'm trying to make it a little more interesting than just staring at a blank screen while we record. I learned my lesson about the high level stuff. I'm doing that with lobies. So people don't tell me how horrible I am because I forgot to take off my horseshoe. Anyway, be sure to tag that and also follow us there so you can get notifications in your email or on your phone that lets you know when we go live. You can follow me at the Carrie Mac. It's TheCariMac. And Layanor?
You can follow me on Twitter at Layanor, Layanor, and it has been confirmed that if you twit me, I will twit you back.
We've seen that. All right.
I was 2 days late, but I did it.
Yeah. Yep.
I did it all in caps.
Ooh.
I want to make sure people seen it.
Then you just keep retweeting it and retweeting it and retweeting. All right. So thank you, everyone, for listening. As always, thank you for downloading the show. And as always, we do hope to see you in game.